My name's Jaspal Sohal. I'm Head of Games and Digital at Creative England, and I'm the Programme Director for our Games Lab initiative, which aims to provide both business support and investment funding to companies in the West Midlands and the South West. There's only one thing certain when you run your own business, and that is change. Markets change, industries change, the economy changes, products change, your customers will change. If you don't adapt to market changes, business changes, then your business won't survive.
So my name is Tony Foggett. I'm the CEO and one of the founders of Computer Lab. We're a digital agency based in Manchester. I don't think anybody actually deals with change particularly well, if I'm honest with you. Particularly when, as a business owner, you're classically in the job, dealing with the challenges day to day that your clients or the work is firing up at you. Taking that time to come out of that and have a look actually at the context of what's happening around you is something that generally SMEs are not that great at doing, but it's such an important and useful thing to do. I've found working with non-execs and bringing in some experience beyond my own has been very good in giving me that kind of discipline and helping me with that.
So the key to survivability in any business, regardless of your industry, is adapting to the change that happens. Being able to respond to it, not wanting to fight it, is key. And it doesn't mean you have to have a plan B or a plan C for every potential scenario that can go wrong, but it's just to be prepared that when things change, that you also change. You look to other markets, you look to other customer bases that you perhaps would have ignored, or you look to developing new products and services that complement or transition from your existing products. It's all about being open to change.
I'm Helga Henry, I'm Director of Creative Shift. We help businesses, particularly creative and cultural businesses, grow and develop. SMEs are often started by small committed teams of 2 or 3 people, and once you start to get some traction and get some growth, the dynamic, I think, really changes. And where you maybe have a small committed team who are all sharing the same vision, you start to bring other people in. You absolutely need these other people in to help your business grow, but they are not involved in the same way. And that's where leadership and vision really, really kicks in.
When you hit about 30, there's a classic thing that you start to hear around the business, and you start to hear the words, it's not like it used to be. People start saying that this place has changed. And of course it has, because you've changed the way you work, you've had to change the structure, you've had to put in place ways to manage the complexity that 50 people bring opposed to, say, 10 of you. Each time you add complexity and each time you add process, that can be something that gets in the way of the talent that you brought to the business doing the job they came here to do. Let's face it, nobody comes here for process. They come here to do brilliant work.
As a business owner, it's inevitable that when change does happen, that you can get scared. Your staff can get scared. As human beings, we tend to feel comfortable when things don't change. So dealing with it is equally as important as reacting to whatever that change might be.
And they also come here because they buy into the scene, the place that the agency is in their mind. So when they see that changing, that's a problem for them.
I think a good way to deal with it is take stock of where you are, to ensure confidence in your staff, to make sure morale isn't affected, to talk about what benefits and what opportunities that change actually will deliver, as opposed to staying on the same course that you are. You may end up becoming obsolete in what you do, which is actually a lot more scary when you consider it. So dealing with the change head on and the benefits and the opportunities that it brings about, rather than the negative connotation of, oh my gosh, there's change and what are we going to do, is a great way to deal with it, I think.
If you want to take people with you and achieve a common goal, what SMEs would do really well to do is think about not simply managing people, but leading them, engaging their passion and creativity.
I think that when it comes to change, what scares people the most is not knowing or not being informed about the change that's approaching or what's going to actually happen. So keeping open communication with your staff, with your investors, with your customers is crucial. People will react a lot more positively if it's something that they expected as opposed to something that's sprung on them at the last minute.